Today, we're taking you on a fascinating journey to a country often overlooked but rich in history and culture. Belarus. Did you know that Belarus is home to one of the oldest and largest primeval forests in Europe, the Belovezhskaya Puszcza, which is shared with Poland and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site? And did you know that Belarus has a surprisingly high number of lakes, often referred to as the blue-eyed land due to its numerous water bodies? So how has this unique geography shaped its cultural identity? And what hidden gems does Belarus offer to curious travelers and those interested in its vibrant traditions? Stick around as we uncover the captivating culture of Belarus. Let's look for this country. Belarus is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, bordering Russia to the east and northeast, Ukraine to the south, Poland to the west, and Lithuania and Latvia to the northwest. Its strategic location has historically made it a crossroads of various cultures and empires. The climate in Belarus is moderately continental, characterized by warm summers and mild to cold winters with significant snowfall. As of 2025, the population of Belarus is estimated to be around 9.2 million people, with a slight decline observed in recent years due to various demographic factors. The capital and largest city is Minsk, a bustling metropolis that blends Soviet-era architecture with modern developments. To truly understand Belarusian culture, we need to delve into its complex history. The lands of modern Belarus were historically inhabited by various East Slavic tribes. In the 9th century, the region became part of Kievan Rus. Later, it was incorporated into the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, a powerful medieval state that stretched from the Baltic to the Black Sea. This period, from the 13th to the 18th centuries, is often considered a golden age for Belarusian statehood and cultural development, as Belarusian, then called Ruthenian, was an official language of the Grand Duchy. Following the partitions of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in the late 18th century, Belarus became part of the Russian Empire. The 20th century brought significant upheaval, including the establishment of the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic after the Russian Revolution, and devastating losses during World War II, which decimated a significant portion of its population and infrastructure. Belarus declared its sovereignty in 1990 and gained full independence in 1991 with the dissolution of the Soviet Union. This long and often turbulent history has profoundly shaped the Belarusian national identity, fostering a sense of resilience and a deep connection to their land and heritage. Belarus has two official languages, Belarusian and Russian. While Belarusian is the national language and a symbol of national identity, Russian is more widely spoken, especially in urban areas and in official communication. This linguistic duality is a direct result of historical influences, particularly the long period under Russian imperial and Soviet rule. Efforts are being made to promote and preserve the Belarusian language through education and cultural initiatives, but the dominance of Russian remains a significant aspect of daily life. The predominant religion in Belarus is Eastern Orthodoxy, primarily the Belarusian Orthodox Church, which is an exarchate of the Russian Orthodox Church. Catholicism also has a significant presence, particularly in the western regions, a legacy of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. There are also smaller communities of Protestants, Jews, and Muslims. Religion plays a role in cultural traditions and holidays, with Orthodox Christmas and Easter being widely celebrated. While the Soviet era saw a suppression of religious practices, there has been a resurgence of religious observance since independence. Belarusian architecture is a fascinating blend of historical styles and Soviet-era grandeur. You'll find medieval castles, Baroque churches, and impressive Stalinist Empire-style buildings. Some of the most iconic landmarks include Mir Castle Complex, a stunning 16th-century castle, a UNESCO World Heritage Site showcasing Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque architectural elements. Nesvizh Castle is another UNESCO site. This magnificent palace and park complex was the ancestral home of the Radziwill family, one of the most influential noble families in the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Brest Fortress stands as a heroic symbol of Soviet resistance during World War II, and this memorial complex is a poignant reminder of the country's wartime sacrifices. Next, the National Library of Belarus is a modern architectural marvel in Minsk, shaped like a rhombic octahedron. It's a prominent landmark and a symbol of knowledge and progress. Lastly, Independence Avenue, or Nezavisimosti Avenue, in Minsk, is a grand boulevard lined with impressive Stalinist architecture, reflecting the Soviet influence on urban planning. Living in Belarus offers a unique experience with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. So, starting with the pros: affordable cost of living. Compared to many Western European countries, the cost of living in Belarus, especially outside of Minsk, can be quite affordable, including housing, transportation, and food. Next, safety and low crime rate. Belarus is generally considered a very safe country with a low crime rate, contributing to a sense of security for residents. There's cleanliness and green spaces. Belarusian cities are often noted for their cleanliness and abundance of parks and green areas, offering a pleasant environment. Next is a developed public transportation. Minsk, in particular, boasts an efficient and affordable public transportation system, including a metro. And there's rich cultural heritage. For those interested in history and culture, Belarus offers a deep dive into Slavic and Eastern European traditions. Now, for the cons. Political climate. The political situation in Belarus has been a concern for many, with limited political freedoms and ongoing human rights issues. A lack of economic opportunities. While the cost of living is low, economic opportunities, especially for highly skilled professionals, might be limited compared to more developed economies. Language barrier. While English is becoming more common among younger generations, Russian is still dominant, which can be a barrier for non-Russian speakers. Bureaucracy. Like many post-Soviet countries, navigating bureaucracy can sometimes be challenging. And lastly, limited international exposure. For some, the country might feel somewhat isolated from mainstream Western cultural trends. So it's good that some videos shine a light on Belarus. So, how has Belarus's unique geography shaped its cultural identity? The presence of vast forests like the Belovezhskaya Pushcha has fostered a deep connection to nature and a strong tradition of folklore, hunting, and forest-related crafts. The numerous lakes and rivers have influenced local livelihoods, traditional fishing, and a love for water-based recreation. Furthermore, its landlocked position and historical role as a crossroads have made it a melting pot of influences from both East and West, resulting in a culture that is distinctly Belarusian, yet bears traces of its Slavic, Baltic, and European neighbors. The blue-eyed land nickname isn't just about its lakes. It also subtly hints at the introspective and often melancholic beauty found in Belarusian art and music, reflecting a people deeply connected to their natural surroundings and their complex history. Belarusian arts and heritage are deeply rooted in folk traditions, yet also embrace modern expressions. Moving on, Belarusian literature boasts a rich history, with prominent figures like Yanka Kupala and Jakub Kolas, who are considered the founders of modern Belarusian literature. Their works often explore themes of national identity, rural life, and historical struggles. For the eyes, it's visual arts. Traditional Belarusian folk art includes intricate straw weaving, pottery, wood carving, and decorative painting. Contemporary Belarusian artists often draw inspiration from these folk motifs while exploring modern themes. And we can't leave out theatre and cinema. The National Academic Bolshoi Opera and Ballet Theatre of the Republic of Belarus in Minsk is a renowned institution showcasing classical and contemporary performances. Belarusian cinema, while perhaps less globally known, has produced notable films that often reflect on historical events and social issues. Belarusian native music is a vibrant tapestry of folk traditions and contemporary sounds. We begin with folk music. Traditional Belarusian folk music is characterized by its melodic richness, often featuring instruments like the cymbali, which is a hammered dulcimer, accordion, violin, and various wind instruments. Choral singing is also a significant part of folk traditions, with polyphonic harmonies being common. Folk songs often narrate stories of daily life, historical events, and love. And for modern times, there's modern music. Contemporary Belarusian music spans various genres, from pop and rock to electronic and experimental. Many artists incorporate elements of traditional folk music into modern arrangements, creating a unique sound. The annual Slaviansky Bazaar in Vitebsk is a major international arts festival that showcases music and performing arts from Slavic countries and beyond. Belarusian cuisine is hearty, wholesome, and often revolves around potatoes, meat, and seasonal vegetables. To start, potatoes are a staple and are prepared in countless ways. Draniki potato pancakes are perhaps the most famous Belarusian dish, often served with sour cream or meat. How about trying traditional soups like kolodnik, which is a cold beet soup, and shchi, a cabbage soup, which are pretty popular. Meat dishes include pork, which is a common meat, often prepared as machanka. That's a pork stew with thick sauce or various sausages. For the dairy foods in your diet, there's sour cream, cottage cheese, and various fermented milk products that are widely consumed. Of course, you'll need something to wash all this good food down with some beverages. Kvass, which is a fermented bread drink, and birch sap are traditional non-alcoholic drinks. Plus, Belarusian vodka is also well known. For the desserts to satisfy that sweet tooth, try sweet dishes that often feature berries, apples, and honey. Yum, yum! Belarusian culture is rich in traditions, many of which are rooted in ancient Slavic pagan beliefs, blended with Christian customs. There's Kupale, also known as Ivan Kupala Night, celebrated in midsummer. This ancient pagan festival involves bonfires, jumping over flames, weaving wreaths, and searching for the mythical fern flower. It's a vibrant celebration of nature and fertility. Next is Dajinki, an autumn harvest festival, celebrating the end of the agricultural season with songs, dances, and traditional food. Then they have Kalyadi, or Christmas, celebrated according to the Orthodox calendar, and it involves caroling, festive meals, and traditional games. And how about Maslenitsa, Pancake Week, a Slavic holiday marking the end of winter and the beginning of spring, celebrated with pancake eating, folk games, and burning of an effigy of winter. For customs, Belarusians are known for their warm hospitality, often offering guests generous meals and drinks. And always, there's respect for elders, and family values are deeply ingrained in Belarusian society. Whether you're a native or a tourist, Belarus offers a variety of activities. For the daytime active people, you can explore Minsk, where you can wander through the Old Town, visit the National Art Museum, stroll along Independence Avenue, and relax in Gorky Park. Or visit some historical sites. Stop at the Mir and Nesvij castles for a glimpse into medieval history. Then there are the adventurous nature escapes. You can explore the Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park for wildlife viewing and ancient forests. Or visit the Braslav Lakes National Park for stunning natural beauty and water activities. Next are the museums where you can discover Belarusian history and culture at numerous spots across the country. And we can't forget shopping, where you'll find local markets for traditional crafts and souvenirs, or modern shopping malls for international brands. As for the nightlife in Belarus, there's Minsk's bar and club scene. Minsk has a surprisingly vibrant nightlife with numerous bars, pubs and nightclubs, especially around Zybitskaya Street and Oktyabrskaya Street. Also, there are theatres and concert halls. Enjoy opera, ballet, or classical music performances at the National Academic Bolshoi Opera and Ballet Theatre. Then find the restaurants and savor traditional Belarusian cuisine or international dishes at various top dining locations. Lastly, for those feeling lucky, head to the casinos. And for those interested, Minsk also has several casinos. Here are some fun facts about Belarus. First, Belarus is one of the few countries in the world where you can still find a significant population of European bison or zubr in the wild, particularly in the Belovezhskaya Pushcha. Next, the country has a strong tradition of ice hockey, and it's a very popular sport. Then, Belarus is known for its clean and well-maintained cities, often ranking high in terms of urban cleanliness. Also, the Belarusian language is considered one of the most melodious Slavic languages. And finally, Belarus has a unique tradition of agro-tourism, where visitors can stay in rural guest houses and experience traditional village life. From its ancient forests and historic castles to its resilient people and vibrant traditions, Belarus offers a unique and often surprising cultural experience. It's a country that has endured much, yet has preserved its distinct identity, blending Slavic heritage with European influences. We hope this journey through Belarusian culture has sparked your curiosity and perhaps even inspired you to explore this fascinating corner of Eastern Europe. If you enjoyed this look into Belarusian culture, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and stay connected to our channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. And until the next video, thanks for watching.